Dan Cohen. I'm running for City Council to succeed Mark Levine, who is term limited. I'm running for City Council because I believe I have the most experience, energy, and ideas to help our community recover from this pandemic and grow anew. I'm the elected Democratic State Committeeman for the 69th Assembly District. I won overwhelmingly when I first ran in 2010, and I've been reelected 5 times since then. I have been in the trenches with progressive causes and candidates for a while. I worked hard to elect Robert Jackson to the state Senate as part of the new Democratic majority and was gratified that we succeeded. I am proud to have recently received Senator Jackson's endorsement. As part of the state committee, I am also a founder of the Progressive Caucus, a voice of reform within the state party. I grew up in rent-regulated housing, where my father was the in-house lawyer for the tenant association fighting back against our landlord. I also live in rent-regulated housing today. I have gone to Albany repeatedly to press for tenant regulations and protections and was gratified to see many of them have recently been made permanent. I have stood with fellow tenants for more than 30 years. Today, I am asking them and you to stand with me in my campaign for City Council. I'm a lifelong resident of the West Side, now 50 years. I grew up on West 99th Street and now live on West 110th Street with my wife and our son, who is 8 years old and attends local public school. As a proud New York City public school graduate and a public school parent serving on the school PTA, I have seen firsthand the struggles our schools face and why tackling them is so critical. For the past decade, I have worked at affordable housing not-for-profits. For the past 7 years, with the Nonprofit Housing Partnership. Working in affordable housing, I see the urgency of the issue in the district and across the city. As a member of Community Board 9, I have advocated for 1,000 new affordable units in the district on sites either owned or controlled by New York City. And I have refused to accept money from real estate developers so that my perspective on our land use is clear. Next year, virtually the entire government is changing, and new leadership must hold the police accountable, advocate for structural change to foster racial equity and LGBTQ justice, and protect the most vulnerable among us. Ultimately, I believe that climate change is the biggest threat that we face as a city, a country, and a planet. I'm committed to making New York City the standard for responding to global warming. We cannot have climate justice without fundamental changes in the way that we operate. I'm grateful for your consideration and ask for your support. Thank you.